Hello everybody and welcome back to Gardens and Crystals with me, Wesley Peterson, and today we are on part 2 of a 2-part series in my botanical garden here at Crystal Cottage, where I have been working on a beautiful white ceramic pot in the middle of this border here, full of beautiful plants. And at the moment the bottom around the pot is bare, and I have a beautiful plant that I want to put down there. And I showed you at the end of video part 1 in this 2-part series that I'm going to be putting a different type of hosta plant down the bottom, because I have the wonderful hosta up at the top here, which is a giant hosta, Hosta Empress Wu, in amongst the beautiful Alchemilla mollis and Vinca minor plants. And the Vinca minor is an evergreen which will give me lovely green around the edge of this pot all winter, and the rest will die back and disappear and re-emerge next year as they're all perennial. So this is absolutely wonderful. Now when it comes to hostas, I've had a lot of success just getting these plants out of their pot, getting my little hand saw and sawing them up into pieces and planting those pieces, and every single one has survived. And I mean, I have literally sawn straight through their roots. Sometimes I've sawn into the side of the plant, and every single one has come back the next year. So I know this is going to work for me. If you want to do this in another way, where you put the bundle in a bucket of water, get rid of all the soil, and then tease out all the roots slowly and pull the plants apart like that, then that's fine. If you have time and you want to do that, that's all well and good. But for me, I'm just going to go in there, cut them up and put them in this flower bed, because I know from my experience that they are all going to be okay. And usually they don't even pout that much. This year, straight away, when I put them in the flower bed. So we'll see what happens. I think they're going to be wonderful. So I'm just going to get my bundle of hostas and show you what I'm going to do. So here I have my beautiful hosta bundle. I have quite a few plants in here, and I'm going to split this into as many as possible. So what I first need to do is put some planks of wood on my table. I've got my saw, planks of wood, because I don't want to ruin my little table here. Just put these out like that. My saw. Then I need to get these plants out of this pot. So I've got a little trowel. Get them out first. Dig around the edge. Loosen up the whole root ball. Oh, these are wonderful. And it's a little bit sad that I have to do this now, because they're just coming into flower and the flowers are just looking so gorgeous. So I might lose the flowers, I might not. But I know that I'll have this plant again next year, and I know I'll still have all the leaves, and I want to get this border finished, so I'm not waiting. Right, let's get these out of this pot. See how we do this. So lean them forward over the edge, turn it upside down, and they're coming out quite easy. I need to do it upside down because, oh, I need the pot to fall out. There we go. Right, now we've got the board. So I'm just going to start sawing here and see what we get. Have a little look at where we can divide it and hope for the best. So try and get in between the leaves that are one plant, of course. And then saw down, making sure, hopefully, you get roots with it, and then you'll be okay. So let's see what we got here. I've got a segment here. All the leaves are stuck in between each other, so it's going to be a bit difficult to pry it apart. A beautiful big leaf that I want to keep, so get it through. Another beautiful big leaf at the back there, I want to keep that too. So there we go. There is a segment of this beautiful hosta that I've just sawn from the rest. So in this bundle there are 3 parts. So it's one wedge. They've all got roots, so they are going to be fine. I'm really going to try and split it up even more. So to do that, I'll lay it down here and concentrate on that one piece first. So I'll put this to the edge and then we'll have a look at this and see where I can dissect it even more. The leaves are all around each other a little bit, so make sure you get the leaves of the same plant together. So I've got this, so I'm going to see if I can cut this one with some roots. See here. If I get it with some roots, it should be okay. Okay, I want to show you what I've done here. This one lost a leaf, which is fine. Take that off. This one has got all these roots, so that should be able to carry on fine. And I'm going to go out and plant it straight away. First one in. Now I've got these here. 2 plants with lots of leaves, and I need to separate them to the right plants again. So here I can see 2 separate plants, and I am going to cut between them and hope that I get 2 plants out of this. So you can see I've completely cut them from each other, and they've both got roots, and so they will bounce back. They're so strong, these plants. I've done this so many times and it works out. And even if they go dormant this year, I know they'll pop up next year. I really do. So let's get on with another one here. Now it's easier because I'm getting closer to the middle of the ball, so it's easier to see. And I can go in and I can get a bigger root mass with each piece now. So this one, straight through. And this one has lots of roots with it. So it's going to be very happy still. Oh. So. If you get a piece off with lots of roots like that, don't remove any more of the roots. Leave them like that and plant it straight out, because then it's got enough to keep sustaining it very well. Now, carry on. See if I can get another nice one out here. I hope so. Crossing my fingers. This one isn't going to have as many roots. It just spat at me. I've got all over my face. So, oops. Put it on the side. So this one only had a little amount of roots, but still enough to keep it going. At the moment, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plants on the floor, and I have a good few left here. And you know what else I did last year? I had some miniature hostas, and I had some leaves that fell off, had no roots, and I put them in a pot on their own, and they survived. I don't know how. They managed to grow roots, and they survived. So this plant is a survivor. Now, we'll split again here. So, between these two, and hope they both get a nice amount of roots to keep them happy. Yes, lovely amount, both of them. Look at this. Rip that apart. And then I've got this bundle, that's 2 more, and there's one big one here. This one's got all these roots. And as I said, if you've got all the roots left, don't break any of them off. Leave them, because then you're going to definitely make sure that this plant is fine. And these, there are 2 plants here, so I do want to split them, because how many have I got now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. I do want to split them, because I want these plants spread out as much as possible. So that one got 2 little roots, and this one got a huge chunk, so that's definitely going to be fine. One leaf here, a little bit no good. Chop that off. And I might even just plant that in the bed anyway. See what happens. Maybe it will live, maybe it will die. You never know. Right, put these down for a minute. So that was all the chopping done and the tidying up with the dirt. So I want to put all my pieces on the table here so you can see how much I got from one pot, and that I am expecting all of these to survive and look beautiful around my beautiful ceramic pot later on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with this little one, 9 with this bundle, and I planted already 2 in. That's 11 plants and a couple of leaves that I will just put in and give a chance. So now I just need to move my table out of the way to the side, bring the camera closer in so you can see me planting these beautiful hostas at the base of my beautiful ceramic pot, and then I will be taking you in for a closer look. But first, after I've planted in amongst them a lot more of Vinca minor, the evergreen that will flush out with deep purple flowers in the spring, and these in the summer with their lovely pastel purple flowers that come up on every plant, and up here also on the Hosta Empress Wu. So let's get on with planting, because I've got a whole jungle here now. I think I'm going to start by placing around the edge of the border the plants so I can see how I want to space them out. I'm so excited about this. So now that I've got all my hostas spaced out around in the bed, I can go ahead and plant them, and this is going to look great in no time. So back on with my gloves, and away we go. This is the fun part, planting these beautiful hostas. There's the first one in place. And around we go until this is all done. This is just starting to look wonderful already. I am feeling so satisfied just being out here and enjoying my garden. This is just starting to feel wonderful. The last hosta's going into place and I can't wait for them all to bush out now. I hope you'll get out there and enjoy your green space after this too. So that's it. That is all my hostas replanted and they look absolutely fabulous around this pot. And it really does look like this arrangement has always been like this. I am so pleased with this transformation. So now all I'm going to do is go out and collect a little bit more of the Vinca minor because I would like some evergreen plants in this bed for the winter months. And I have plenty of that around the garden. So I'll just go and get some, rip that up as well, place it in this bed and it will bush out in no time. So I've just got some more of this wonderful Vinca minor. I'll just go and cut some bits of this up and put it around where it's patchy on the edge. And that's it for now. This is an absolutely fantastic plant for any dark area in your garden. Just keep an eye on it because it will absolutely run loose all over your garden if you don't. Now I'm even finished with the Vinca minor. I am completely finished with replanting this flower bed for now. I know we can see the soil around in the middle here, but in part A of this two-part series, you saw that when I put more soil into this border, I covered a lot of the Vinca minor and they will crawl up through the soil and it will become nice and evergreen on here in a very short amount of time. And now I've added some more around the edges so that it can bush out around the edges first. And these beautiful hostas have a chance to establish themselves. And then every year they're going to come up and bush out even more and more around the edges, as well as all of these plants up in the top here. So now I am ready to take you in for a closer look. So I really hope you enjoyed seeing this border closer up and how quick and easy it is to transform a border into something new and fresh and nice to look at. So now starting at the top, I have my beautiful Hosta Empress Wu with its huge silvery green leaves and then the lovely purple flowers that will come out at the top. And then in amongst that, I have Alchemilla mollis with its beautiful shaped leaves that contrast against the other plants. And then that gets lovely stems with yellowy lime flowers on it, which also contrasts against the purple flowers. And then we have the Vinca minor around the edge with its dark green leaves that trails down as a spiller and looks absolutely beautiful and will get dark purple flowers on it. And then at the bottom we have this beautiful hosta with its lovely yellow edging and the dark green in the middle. So a beautiful variegated hosta that contrasts with the lovely white ceramic pot, and then the Vinca minor that is growing around the bottom down here, which will fill out and give evergreen at the bottom of this bed. I just think the combination together is absolutely beautiful, and you can see the lovely pastel purple flowers on these hostas down here as well. So it's not just going to be green, there will be different flowers coming out at different times with different colours, and it's going to be absolutely beautiful as time goes on. So I really hope you enjoyed seeing part 2 of this 2-part series of the transformation of the border behind me here. So I hope you saw part 1 before you came in and saw part 2, otherwise you would have missed the first part of the transformation of this border. And all I have to say now is thank you very much once again for watching Gardens and Crystals with me, Wesley Peterson. Please remember to like, subscribe and hit the bell so you know when my next video will be uploaded, and I will see you again very, very soon. Goodbye.